Hey everyone, my name is Chris, and I want to tell you a short story. You see, I was thinking earlier about the time that I broke my leg. It really hurt, and I couldn't walk on it. It hurt so much. I had to use crutches to walk, and when I was at home, I got to zoom around on a wheelie chair that took me everywhere. Have you ever wheeled yourself around on a chair? That got me thinking about what happened to people before they could wheel around on a chair. How could did they slide around or move? How were they stuck? You see, I think they needed someone to carry them or move them around. Otherwise, they would just be sitting in the same place all day. Wouldn't that be hard, not being able to run around and play? Well, many years ago, in the time of Jesus, that's what happened to people with broken legs or other disabilities. They couldn't move, and so they just sat in the same place all day, hoping that people would give them money or food to eat. Let me tell you about the time when Jesus met someone who couldn't move. You see, one day when Jesus was walking through, this big gate, it's a huge arch or doorway, he saw a lot of sick and injured people. And they're all, waiting in this area near this pool that was meant to heal sick people when it was all stirred up. So Jesus met a man here who'd been very sick. He'd been disabled. He couldn't move for nearly 40 years. 40 years! That's so old, that's so long. When Jesus saw him lying there, and he knew that he'd been disabled for a very long time, Jesus asked him, "Do you want to get well?" And the man said that every single time when he tried to get into this pool that heals people, someone overtook him. Someone was quicker. They beat him to it. The fast people, they'd always beat this man. And so Jesus, he heard the man and he said to him, get up, take your mat and walk. And just like that, the man was healed. He didn't need to go into this pool over here for healing anymore. He was healed. And just like that, Jesus, in his words, healed the man. How amazing is that? But the people in charge, they didn't like that. No, not one bit. Because Jesus did that on a day he was meant to be resting, not healing people. And so they tried to find him and put him in trouble. I'm really glad for me in my story that my broken leg healed itself after 6 weeks. But imagine not being able to walk for almost 40 years. That's such a long time. Thank goodness that Jesus was there and that the man believed in Jesus and was healed. Jesus, who is God, has the power to heal. I love that we have a God who has the power to heal, the power to make things better, and the power to save us from the brokenness in our world. See you next week.